Hey everyone, this is Daryl with Planter Project and Living Blooms. Today we're going to do some micro irrigation on some standalone containers. Just want to kind of show you what this is about. If you're not familiar, this is a drip line. Basically about every foot you have a little small hole, and on the most part it drips about 1 gallon per hour. So we're going to use this pre-existing line to tap into and create its own irrigation that we're going to hide behind the containers, which we'll get into. But essentially, we're just going to pull from the drip line up the back of the containers and provide its own irrigation. Again, this is drip line, this is your micro tubing, and this is your water jet on top. A lot of times these things get clogged up. Very simple to fix. You can take the top off, make sure that this is blown out, and at the same time this is the adjustable rate of how much water is going to come out of this. So when you turn it clockwise, it's less water. Counterclockwise is more water, but we'll get into that. Okay, right here is the containers we're speaking of. We're getting full sun on these, and you can just hand water these, but I'm just kind of creating a maintenance or less maintenance plan to take care of these plants. We're going to add the micro drip set in all 3 of these. Just to kind of tell you what plants we have for the full sun, we have a foxtail fern, a Mexican heather, and a juga. So let's build some micro drip sets for these and show you how it's done. Okay, we're behind the containers here, and we've located our drip line that we're going to pull from. So once that has been located, and we know that it works, obviously, we're going to do 2 measurements for our micro drip. One is from the tubing to the top of the container. Preferably you want it to go to the center of the container, but from the drip line up the back of the container into the container. And then you're going to need one other section that is the length of the container. Once you get the length of the container, grab your snips, dead center, and cut it. From there, we're going to work backwards. We're going to go ahead and put in our sprayers. We'll go ahead and turn them all the way down now. Simply just push them on. Push this one on. These provide you with the barb to use to connect into the drip. So hold on to that, you don't want to lose that. And now we're going to add our tea. Grab one of our teas. In. Grab our other tea. In. Grab our drip line here that we're going to run down to our actual drip line that we're pulling the water from. Make sure all your connections are in. Again, I'm running them all the way down so I can adjust them as needed. And now with that one barb that we pulled off that comes with this, that I told you to hold on to, just go down to the end here and attach it. The barbed ends can go into the brown drip line, okay? The black ends can go into the micro drip tubing. Nice and snug. And as a reminder, these holes in your drip line are about 1 foot apart. You'll either see them here on the black line. There's one here, and 12 inches to both sides you'll find one. Down here, and I've got another one here, 12 inches. So this is where you do not want to tap into. You grab your barb, go somewhere in between the two, halfway. and puncture you a hole with your barb. Make sure it's good and flush. And you're in. Again, I'm not anywhere close to either one of the emitters already that's in the drip tubing. I place this down. And now it's just a matter of hiding this in your container. Again, you don't want to get your leaves wet. You want the soil and roots to absorb the moisture. Just play with it. Move some of the branches or leaves around and push down. Okay, now we've established our micro drip in our containers, and it's just as simple as checking to make sure that they work. So this zone here for us is zone 3 with this drip line. I can look down and see that I'm getting water there, which I've checked before I even started. You can see my hand's wet. So I go to each one of these tips that we installed and just open them slowly until I get the right amount of water that I want coming out. This zone here runs for us for 15 minutes. And again, this container has 2 of them in. So I'll find the other one. Again, make sure it works. And these are full sun for us, so just depending on how much sun you get. And you kind of got to keep an eye on it. It may be too much or too little, but adjust as needed. And again, if they get plugged, which sometimes they do, you just take that cap off, and sometimes it's just some debris from the local water source that made its way up. So again, I'm not trying to get it on the leaf, I'm just trying to get it on the root ball, because the sun will wreak havoc with water on the leaves.